Yo, welcome to RepWorld, where the game's insane. We got the hottest timepieces, straight flexing with no shame. From Samaritans to Datejust, we got them all. Quality so legit, you won't believe the call. Pick me up on WhatsApp, let me hook you up. I'll get you real timepiece, no need to interrupt. Uncompromising quality, that's what we do. Exquisite super clone timepieces just for you. RepWorld, yeah, the journey begins here, yeah. Hit me up on WhatsApp and let go of your fear. Top-notch service, we're the ones to trust. RepWorld, baby.
Hello, my fellow watch enthusiastic people and the world. How are you all doing? I hope you are doing great, just as I am. And I'm so glad that I finally had the privilege and the privilege time to make a new video. First of all, the obligatory wrist check. The one who got away, the discontinued Pepsi. This one is specifically the Clean Factory, but nowadays VSF is probably slightly better, marginally better. So, but that's what I'm sporting at the moment. And without any further ado, let's see what we have here, because today we have something very, 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 very special. Very, very, very special, and something that I don't usually recommend unless someone can pull it off, because it is something very, 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 very special. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get into it. So, what do we have here? Yumi. Yumi is a workshop that does some crazy watches. And the craziest of the craziest is the RM67-02 in carbon fiber, whatever they call it. It's nuts. It's absolutely crazy and gorgeous watch. I'm trying it to focus. The camera is having a hard time to focus, but you can see the thickness. I mean, let's look what the thickness tells us. 1 second. Let's see where it's not correct. I see we're about. It's not correct. I think it should be at 0, and then let's see, that's like 9.2. I don't think it's correct because it's because of the angle of the watch. So we maybe need to just look here. This is more like it. 8.2 millimeters at this place, 8 millimeters. So very, 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 very thin watch. Let's look here. Yeah, throughout it had some, but okay. Let's wind it a little so we can see how everything starting to get tight in the spring. And what is the big deal about this watch? It's kind of the breakthrough. I'll hope the camera can see it. You see the escapement wheel at 7 is moving. Until a couple of months ago, half a year ago maybe, we only had those in dummies. It was non-functional. Let's give it a twist. As you can see, it doesn't go around as the cheaper one go, because they are usually, the pendulum is less, the balance, not the balance wheel, sorry, the rotor is very different. As you can see, this is absolutely fucking gorgeous. I mean, look at this thing. And one of the bigger, or should I say smaller value proposition of RM watches, it's the weight. So let's see how much it is on that flexible strap. 37 grams, my friends. That's like very lightweight. I mean, yeah. Let's look a little bit again how it is. Let's look at it. As you can see, the hands movement is very, very, very smooth. And I mean the CRMA7, if I'm not mistaken, is the movement. If you can see how this became tighter from the beginning of the video. It's just a marvelous, marvelous piece of engineering. And this is the closest that you can get. And why do I say I don't usually recommend it? Because this is a billionaire's watch. This is a 400 and 40, give or take, $1,000 watch. I mean, in the gray market, getting it from Richard Mille himself is basically quite impossible. But I mean, look at this thing. It's quite remarkable, and it's a tough watch to pull off because it is a billionaire's watch. So the quantities are so limited that the base assumption of everyone seeing someone wear this is that it's fake. It's fake. That's my assumption, at least. And I mean, again, I have plenty of orders for this one, and I have plenty of customers or friends, as I like to call them, that can pull this watch off. Some even have the authentic. They travel a lot from Dubai to all over the world, and they just want to have the closest thing without fearing for it or their life. I mean, the details are just... The details are there. I mean, it's practically perfect. And that balance, the escapement wheel at 7, I mean, it is something rather spectacular, I must admit. And yeah, I mean, very expensive comparably. But the higher offerings that the market has, let's shake it a little, that's quite silent, I must admit, and that it doesn't spin around freely. It's like one of my friends that has the authentic one showed me how it should be. It should be basically how it should be, the rotor should move, and I mean, this looks apart, this plays the part. And if you think you can pull this one off, then you better play the part. I mean, this watch is absolutely fucking gorgeous and an amazing achievement of engineering and material. I mean, it is something very, very, very special and extraordinary. I don't know why the focus keeps jumping, but a very, very, very nice watch for those who like the genre. The world kind of splits apart between people that say this feels like something that I got out of those machines with the claws, you know, that you put a quarter in and then you try to take something out, like a piece of plastic toy or something like that, and so some say this watch feels like that, and some and the other half say you don't understand what you're talking about. Yeah, but the fact of the matter is that this watch is rather appealing to many people, and it is, again, the focus keeps doing its thing, but it is absolutely remarkable and gorgeous. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I won't take any more of your time. Keep on ticking in the free world, wear your watches in pride and in good health, and see only the best of times with them. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for now. Bye-bye.
saying yeah. Hit me up on WhatsApp, I'll let go of your fear. Top-notch service, we're the ones to trust. RepWorld, baby, you know it's a must. Risk game on lock, yeah, we conquer the sphere. Turning heads when you pass, whispering, look over here. Exclusive drops, that's how we roll. Limited editions, that's the RepWorld goal. Flood it loud, RepWorld's crowd, ain't no counterfeit. Only graded craftsmanship, that's the perfect fit. Our passion reflects in every piece we take. In RepWorld, ain't no such thing as fake. Sync your pulse with the movement so precise. RepWorld's beating heart in every device.